Hello everyone, the Bearded Thumb here. How y'all doing today? And I am finally getting around to a long promised video that I've been delaying on, and that is the North American Championship with the winner of each of the respective videos, the Mexican beer review, the Canadian beer review, and the American beer review. And I apologize for anyone who's been waiting for this video, but the problem is, after I did the Mexican beer review part 2, and I was trying to put away the remaining 5 bottles of Indio from the 6-pack I bought, I realized I had a lot of fucking beer. And between some of the other 6-packs I bought for stuff like the budget beer review, some of the 12-packs I bought like the Molson, the Labatt, I bought like 8 12-packs of Moosehead, since that's usually how I buy it when I buy it. I had a lot of beer around, and just buying any more beer at all seemed really unnecessary at the time. And I only had the one Bud Light, because anyone who saw that one, everything was done out of Tall Boys, which I had bought at a 7-Eleven. And I just could not justify the purchase of any more beer until I made some room. So that is why this video has been delayed. But here it is now, and for anyone who's new to this series of beer reviews, here's how it works. I will open up a beer, I will pour it into the big-ass glass, I will smell it, I will taste it, and I will review it. All these beers have been done in past reviews, and I liked them all. And usually I have some odd way of deciding exactly which beers I'm going to do in which order. And despite them being lined up tallest to smallest, to try and make things a little more fair in terms of a picking order, I have some dice here. I have a looming Vegas vacation coming up, and I'm going to have each beer be taking a shot on the dice, with me being the shooter, obviously, and we will sample them from lowest roll to highest roll. So, with that said, before I start the dice roll and then the ensuing review, just get this out there. This review is strictly for entertainment and satirical purposes, since I don't know exactly what commentary I'm going to say, since this is not scripted at all. Any jokes about binge drinking or anything like that are strictly for satirical purposes and are not to be taken seriously. So, without further ado, let's get this going. Alright, first up, we got Modelo. And that is a 4. Setting the bar really high there, Modelo. Next up, Moosehead. And that is a 6. Alright. I might not have to redo the order here. Yep, and alright, we need a tie-breaking roll. That was another 6. And 4. So we still need a tie-breaking roll, because now and 7. Okay, so I don't even have to, yep, see 7. I don't even have to change the order they're in. I can just go ahead and do them in the exact order they were lined up. So we will start off with Modelo, skip over the US and go north to Canada, and then Bud Light will take us home. If anyone's wondering what those cups of water are there for, they may have seen during the dice roll, those are simply for in between each beer. What I edit out is that's part of the cleaning process. I run some water through the stein just to get any remnants of the previous beer out to not affect further beers down the road. So, let's get started. Oh, Modelo in your tinfoil top. How I am not looking forward to opening you. but how forward I am looking to drinking you. You were not the light and the dark of the Mexican beer reviews, but you were definitely a very solid victor. So, I mean, I even did a second review to try and knock you out, and still didn't work. So, you've earned your spot here, mi amigo. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got to go with. Oh, Jesus Christ, fucking tinfoil. All right. I know with the clear bottle on the Modelo, I really didn't need to pour it out. I mean, you can see the color, but that damn tinfoil top, I really don't want to risk getting any of that flaking off into my mouth or anything. So, I mean, looks just as clear as it did in the bottle now that it's sitting in the big ass glass. So, I'm a little congested, so the smell reviews are going to be a little probably not very accurate, or I'm going to be able to say I can't smell it at all. Definitely has a good lager smell to it, from what I can smell. Just as I remember it smelling back in the original Mexican beer review. So, let's taste it. Very good, smooth lager. Definitely know why it's here, because it is a damn good beer. Yeah, I mean, really nothing I can nag it for. I mean, if you want a good, solid lager, I would say, now this is strictly going off places that sell it around me. Of these beers, it is probably, on average, the second most expensive of the three you'll see here. Obviously, Bud Light being a massive Mega Brew here in America, you always find that dirt cheap. Moosehead, depending on where you are, you may not be able to find it at all. But this, locally for me, is the second most expensive of the beers. But it is worth the price, that is for sure. So, with that said, next beer. Next up, we have Moosehead, one of my favorite beers, as I've said numerous times. Like I said earlier, I buy it in like 8, 12 packs at a time, because when I do buy it, I go to a place about 30, 35 miles from my house, just because of how good the price is on there. They sell it for like $8 a 12 pack, where most places closer to me sell it for like $15 a 12 pack. But if I'm driving 30, 35 miles, I'm not going there to buy a single 12 pack. I am stocking up on it. So, let's open this up and see what we got. Alright, as a lager, it's very similar in color to the Modelo, excuse me. Yeah, it's one thing I can smell it from here. It's definitely got the skunkiest smell, not a very appetizing smell, to be honest, for it. It's one of those things that, honestly, if I didn't try it when I was 21, just because I was, like, trying every beer possible, I mean, if I just smelled it, I probably wouldn't have wanted to try it, but I bought it because it came as a recommendation. I tried it and fell in love with it, so yeah, like I said, I don't even got to grab it for the smell, since I could smell it from here, and let's go ahead and taste it. Ooh, side by side with the Modelo, that is even smoother. Very rich, smooth, just from start to finish. Like I said, with how Modelo is the second most expensive around me, on average, Moosehead is the most expensive around me. If I go to any of the stores within a reasonable radius of me, like I said, they're like $14.99 or on sale $10.99, but that is where I ever see it on sale. So that's why I drive 30 miles to buy it, and it is worth the drive, and it is worth the price. Well, I would not pay $14.99 for it. I mean, I like it. I love it. I'm not paying $14.99 for it. I'm sorry. With my beer, if I gotta pay more than $1 a bottle, I really, really, really gotta like it. And I don't think I'll ever come to like any beer that much. So that's another reason why I don't find myself drinking IPAs and microbrews, because you're paying $10, $12, $15 for even a 4-pack sometimes. Where I work, we sell like 4 packs of microbrews, and it'll be like $10. But yeah, Moosehead, it's really solid, really crisp and clear all the way through. Definitely cannot beat this. So with that said, next beer. Dilly, take us home in this very short review. We are on Bud Light for the finale, and we know how I feel about Bud Light, so let's just open this up and see what we got to go with. I know it's a twist off, but I'm still going to use the bottle opener. That's how I roll. Work smarter, not harder. God damn, I should have just twisted it off. Fucking bottle opener can't stay under there. There we go. So, not too surprisingly, since it is a light beer, it is by far the lightest in color of all the other beers. Go ahead and give it the smell test here. Really, it doesn't smell like much, but like I said, I am congested. What got through does smell like a light beer, and a little bit of lager hit to it there, but kind of like a lighter smell of it. Gee, I wonder why. So, let's take a sip and see what we got. Man, coming up at the tail end of having done Moosehead and Modelo, this is like water, comparatively speaking, since it is a lager, but a light lager. But if I am not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's doesn't have the lowest ABV. Let's see here. Does Modelo say it's ABV on here? It does not. I'm pretty sure Modelo's in the 5% area. Pretty sure they're all around 5%. Yeah, I know Moosehead over here, I still have the bottle, is 5%. But Bud Light, I want to say, is 4.2? 4.5? I don't think Bud Light's a full 5. I probably should have looked this up, but didn't think it was a subject I'd be touching on. But, yeah, after 2 full-bodied lagers, going to this light beer, in comparison, is like drinking water. Like, I'm sitting here, like, thinking, okay, when am I going to taste it? But so, yeah, that's all I can really say about that. It's, maybe it wasn't the best beer to have lined up in these, in this particular assortment, since it is a lighter beer. But, I mean, it's still damn good. I mean, I could still probably sit back on a nice summer day or winter day or any day, you know, maybe just having a gaming session or something, and slug a 12-pack of these things as my gaming quality goes downhill as that night proceeds. But, I mean, yeah, it's not bad, but put into this particular gauntlet of beers, it is just doesn't bring much to the table in terms of taste. I mean, I still love it. I'm still going to drink the rest of the 12-pack I bought in order to do this review. But, you know, the time has come now to crown a North American champion. And I feel we got to go with our brothers to the north and Moosehead. I mean, yeah, the smell is not the greatest. It's just such a damn good beer, though, and makes up for it with that smell. I mean, if you get past the skunky smell, it is by far the best beer we've had in the this particular review. And honestly, I think out of all the lagers I've tried through the series of beer reviews. So, with that said, that is going to bring us to the end of this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook. Link to the Facebook page is in the description down below. If you did not like this video, however, and feel no one should ever be subjected to watching this crap ever again, thumbs down, negative comments, and until next time, this has been the Bearded Thumb. Have a good one.